Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Space Haven. Now, today we find our ragtag crew of space colonists in the repair station over here of the civilian sector. They were kind enough to let us park our ship in here for the night, and we are pretty safe over here from pirates. I'm pretty sure no pirates will ever dare come in here. So our guys had a good night's sleep. They are all well rested and ready to continue with this journey. Now, what I'm finding particularly interesting is the fact that our food supply is not growing as I anticipated. Let me just do some quick counting over here. Okay, after some quick counting, I came to the conclusion that I don't have enough food production. So, pretty much as far as I'm aware, you need 3 grow beds per colonist, and in here we have 23 grow beds. But if we make the calculations, we need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 grow beds. Things are making a lot more sense now. So, you know what? We have 23. We need 27. Let's get 28. That way, we are positive and we shall accumulate more food. Also, I can't fit anything else in here, so, you know, this is what we are going to get, so let's not even complain about it. Okay, guys, so, one of the objectives of building these 2 things over here was to remove this one. Let's dismantle this one now. I don't want to have 150 health points, I just want to get to 100. But this one will clear a lot of space from this area, which was the objective. I kinda wanted to see if I could sneak my way into putting another one of these over here. Let me see, can I do something? No, this is terrible. I'm off by a square. Well, in this case, 2 squares. Well, that's fine. That's okay. What we could do is we put more storage in here. Like, you know, more storage. And then we can put more shuttle hangars over here, because as long as we have the airlock over on this side, the shuttle will always drop the stuff over here. So you know what? It might not be a bad idea to build a shuttle bay on this side. For now, we don't need it, but once we have a second ship, we will definitely need a second shuttle as well, so that might be an idea. Alright, my friends, so it has been a few days of just minor modifications. We are adding a few walls here and there, you know, doing something, you know, like just random stuff that don't really matter too much. I was waiting on this research. You know, I kinda just wanted to give it a little bit of time, so that hopefully we could get this and something else in this episode, but apparently that is not going to happen, because we've been in here for a few cycles and now we need to move on. Our reserves of power are dwindling. Let me just see. Oh, no, this is the thingy trade. Nope. Don't want any of that. I want to prepare a jump and explore this area. So, let's do just that. Time to do a tiny little jump. Okay, precisely what we need. Blue crystals. Let's stop right here and mine all of those crystals, and then we can double back and see what that... oh, 2 ships, nice. And see what that sector had to offer us. This one has nothing. Well, I mean, we could go over here, explore this one, and then we can come back and explore that ship. Cool. Now, before these ships leave, let me just see, what do they have to trade with us? They have a few blue crystals, expensive. I don't want to do that. None of that. And none of that. Oh, wait. Energy cell. I mean, no. Too expensive for my... I mean, they are expensive, but there is a lot of them. And let's see, can we give something trivial in return that we don't need? We can't. There is nothing that we can give. Let me see, how many crystals do we have over here? Two crystals. Two crystals. Two. Okay? Those two crystals, like... Okay, the game is telling me, yes, spend your money on 10 crystals. That's pretty much all of our cash. But that's pretty much double the amount of energium that we have, so I think that's a fair investment. I'm just going to give them 3 food and a bunch... Here we go. There we go, bunch of biomatter. Right, we're going to accept this, and let me just see. Trade with you. There you go. And then trade with you again, because this way I'm dumping this garbage on them. Here you go, and one final trade with these guys, because they are selling, they are offering more money for the biomatter. There we go. That way we get rid of some of our mass that we have. I mean, we are carrying a lot of garbage, given that most of that garbage is actually biomatter. So if we can get rid of a little bit of that, we're gonna be slightly lighter, and we're gonna make some of our money back, even though it's not a lot. But we are also gaining some space in our storage area over here. So, oh, sorry. Time to get trading, getting those crystals, even though there is not a lot of them, and continue doing these, these small modifications to our ship. By the way, guys, if you ever wonder how the hell could I paint the interior of my ship to match, the tiles that you see on the other ships, it's quite simple. You just go over here into floors, and you select the floor that you want. Right? For example, these tiles we usually see in kitchens and medical rooms. There we go. You change the tiles, you can even select the colors if you want to. And that will also change the walls around them, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. I'm pretty sure it's over here. Maybe not. I thought that was going to change the walls as well. Oh no, the walls is in another thingy. Okay. Just going to entertain myself a little bit while we do these trainings, and I'm going to do some painting and some more upgrades to this area. Alright, so with all of the trading done, I think it's time for us to go. I didn't paint too much of the ship, I just did a few touches here and there, nothing special. I'm not exactly the best at painting things. Nor do I care too much about that, to be honest. Metals, how are we for metals? I mean, we could use a little bit more. If I need it, I'll go back and mine it. It's quick. Let's stop over here. It's almost 6 AM, so our team will be waking up shortly, and we'll be exploring this ship. I know that last episode we had to run away a few times. There were just too many overlords for us to take care. I'd rather not risk it, why risk it? There is nothing that we want. There is nothing on those ships that would warrant risking losing one of our guys. So I think, playing it safe is always the best course of action. Now, given the recent luck that we have been having with infestations, MFS Space Welder 40,000. Okay. I wonder if this is a Space Welder like in Space Engineers, or something else. Doesn't matter. Like I was going to say, given our luck with infestations, I decided to go over here, because if there is an infestation, we probably will be able to see it and eliminate it before the aliens have time to react. That's the theory, anyway. Yep. Look. Let me see, can I get inside before that guy... I can. This might be cheesy, but you saw the amount of guys that were over there, right? You saw that. Just to double check. Oh boy. Focus fire on that guy. Yeah. Maybe not a great idea. Let's get out of here. Okay. It's like... Oh boy, let's try another approach to this problem. They will always be able to lunge at us, no matter what we do. And that's the most difficult thing to deal with, is the fact that they just close in this gap super quickly. Let's try and go over here. See if we can get another approach on this thing. You know, I don't like to giving up on this simply because it's difficult. I like giving up when it becomes obvious that we are going to die. Those are two different things. This can be dealt with if we catch one at a time. Even though Rylith is really fucked up right now. I should probably not be taking this risk. But if we can get one at a time, like for example, if we could get that one over there. Rylith, I'm sorry, but you should be on the back of the line. Nikki, you have the shotgun. You go on the front. Open that. Let's see if we can bait the other guy. Okay, here he comes. Run! Okay, he's coming now. Stay there. Everybody now kneel. Now this is going to be impossible to dodge, so Nikki is going to take a headbutt from an overlord, but that's fine. An headbutt and a few scratches is okay. Problem is... Okay, here we go. An headbutt is perfectly fine. Okay, this was what I was expecting. Because I noticed the overlords have a tendency of going after the person they have just aggroed, even though, you know, Nikki was in inaccessible area, the overlord was kinda confused, right? So this was kind of what I was expecting to happen in order for us to get an advantage on this situation. And while we do this, you know, we can just... what should we do? Should we get closer now? Probably. While we pepper these guys with that, let's just risk it. Go for the cocoons, please. Oh, the shotgun guy is firing quicker now. I don't think... Okay, here comes the overlord. Okay, the overlord is coming. We aggroed on him. Yeah, you see? We just dodged him. It was by accident, by the way. Neil, please. Nikki. Focus fire on that guy. Okay. So, I also noticed that the overlords need like a 10-20 second recharge on their lunge attack, so if we can dodge it, even if it is by accident, there is a chance that we can kill them easily, in a more easier fashion. Sorry guys, my English today is probably failing me a little bit. Now we should go and kill the overlord cocoon before the mother effer hatches. Okay, let's retreat a little bit. Okay, let's retreat probably over here, where the biter cannot get us because our guys are a tad bit damaged. Let's go. For the, okay, the Zergling already hatched. That's bad, by the way. I'm going to Rylith over here. You go there, but Rylith, I want you to go over here. Vivian. Hopefully you can take it. Okay, she can take it. Let's take care of the Overlord Cocoon now. Open that door. Rylith, you'll have to tank it. Cool, we killed the Overlord Cocoon. That was my major concern. Now it probably is just killing a few stragglers. Nothing major. Okay, so we didn't give up and we succeeded in the end. I think. I don't see any more. No, don't shoot! Jesus. Okay, see, we prevailed in the end. Like, sometimes, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure this ship was not worth the risk that we just took, but sometimes we can't oh, I retract my statement. I retract my statement, guys. There is plenty of good stuff in here. Let's take that. But yeah, usually these ships are smaller, they don't have a lot of loot, so they tend not to be worth it to go after. But, you know, some... What? What happened, Carson? Where are you? Why can't you remove... you cannot remove... There is no safe place. What? CO2 level. Safe. Oxygen level. Safe. Temperature. Safe. Chemicals. Safe. Water vapor. Safe. I mean... okay. If you say so. Also, another thing, I noticed that I'm not removing my water. There is this thingy. No, this is a gas scrubber. Didn't I build a water condenser? I thought I had built one of those. Or maybe I didn't because I don't have it unlocked. Really? Huh. I thought I had. No, I did not. Here it is, the water collector. Okie dokie, that's something we should also think about, but right now, weapons are more important. The water is whatever. We have so much water, like, we have 91 pieces of ice. You time that by 5, we have almost 500 units of water in ice, so I don't think water is a major concern. Okay, let's just transfer the loot then, and move on with our lives. Okay guys, so with all of the resources aboard, let's get out of here. Let's continue our exploration of the galaxy. Let's see, am I on the safe destination? Yes, I am. And there is 3 systems for us to explore. Nice. Let's see. This one leads into a red dwarf. Those stars tend to be somewhat safe. Famous last words, right guys? Let's move in this way then. Still have 4 jumps available to me. Wow. Okay, those are resources, and we need to stop anyway, so... I'm gonna stop over there, get those resources, and then I'll meet you guys once we are ready to board that derelict ship that we see that exists in the next sector. Okay, guys, so... we have arrived in here. However, we have a problem. We have 1 critical resource really low. We are running out of fuel. We have been quite liberal in our fuel expenditure, and we haven't exactly found too many green crystals. That's bad. Fortunately for us, some guys are coming, and we still have some hyperfuel, which means I'm going to have to divert from my original plan. This is going to have to wait. The X1 hyperdrive must be a top priority now. We really need that thing, because otherwise we are gonna... we're gonna get stuck in the middle of space. And that's not good. Oh, also, I finally got the shield generator, so I'm constructing one of them as we speak. So yeah, we're gonna have some shield protection by the beginning of the next day, hopefully. Okay, so the game has thrown a bone at us. This ship has just entered the sector. It has 4 crystals inside. I mean, it's that or getting stranded in space, so I think that's, you know, a fair trade. I think I'm not going to sell them anything, just pure cash. You know what, you can take some of my garbage away from me, please. There you go. Thank you so much. Okay, let's accept this trade. 4 crystals is better than 2 crystals. Right, where is the inventory? Here it is. We have only 2 crystals and we have 4 engines. So, yeah, that's not good. Let's get those resources into our ship. And also, we now have shield guys. Look at that. We have finally developed the technology to protect ourselves against the nastiest stuff that the world, or in this case the universe of Space Haven, has to offer us. Now let's just wait a few more moments before we raid that vessel. Okay, so this is kind of a weird vessel, if I say so myself. Let's board it. I don't... what? Okay, everybody, get inside, because this vessel is... It's crazy. It's... Let's go over there. Like, look at this. It is like an L shape. I don't know. Let's go and dock on that side. I'm pretty sure it will be far easier for us. Oh boy! Let's kneel on the floor for additional accuracy points. Well, in a sense, I'm glad I chose to come over here now, because at least part of the infestation has been cleared out. Let's see if we can deal with the rest. Single file. Shoot. And shoot that bastard over there. Rylith, please don't take too much damage, thank you. The infestation is not yet completely cleared. Or yes, it is. Yep, I think we have... No, don't shoot. Okay, I've shoot it. Let's take the cash. And the data log. Alright, now we might have a few stragglers left around this place, but the infestation itself has been cleared out. Yep, here comes the strike. Oh boy, no, 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 retreat. Retreat. Rylith has a bruising. Okay. Here's what we are gonna do. Apparently, the Overlord, is coming after Rylith, so the other two guys are gonna shoot. This guy is gonna run away. Keep running, because you have an open wound, and I need to take care of it right now. Keep shooting at that guy. Come on. Oh boy. Shoot the Overlord. Okay, so... Oh, it's Rylith. Hopefully you'll be able to hold on. You'll just not be able to continue fighting. I just want... Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. I just wanted to see that. There is still plenty of alien presence over here. Maybe I should stay and try to hold on to this area so they don't repopulate it, but at the same time I don't think it's a good idea leaving two crewmen behind. Oh well, if we need to clear it out again, we'll do so. Hopefully they don't reproduce too much, that all the effort was completely lost, but we have to send Rylith into the bed right now, because right now he has an open wound, which is regressing. That's good. Okay, but as we can see over there, this condition is getting worse. Probability to get better, 10%. Okay, but if we go and we put Rylith on a bed over here, I'm pretty sure that we have a better chance of getting rid of that debuff. So let's do just that. Now, as we can see over here, we already have 3 of these events, which means that thing that says over there, this condition is getting worse, it is true. It is really... Oh, you see that? We now have 4, but thankfully, we now have the medication coming. That should help out a little bit, I suppose. And there we go, healed. In 19 hours, this condition is going to go away. For now, it is best if he just stays in there and rests a little bit. Well, it would appear I got lucky again. These guys also have some crystal for us. Once again, very expensive. Can we trade anything for that? Unless we want to sell our weaponry, which we don't want to, by the way. I want to keep it, it's mine. We have nothing to trade, so... there goes all my money, I suppose, but at least we'll have some crystals for us to keep moving around. Okay, let's accept this. And let's get those crystals. It pains me so much that we just have spent all of our money on 10 crystals. It is painful, but it is necessary. Okay guys, so are you ready for round number 2? I am. Let's take a look. The area seems to be somewhat clear of reinfestation, which is nice. Their numbers, they're probably have dwindled to the point that we maybe have that overlord that we saw that we needed to take care of. And other than that, it's probably mostly clear. I don't see more infestation tiles, so that's nice. Oh, there is windows we can see through. Where is that overlord? I saw you, you fat ugly thing. Okay, probably in here. You guys saw it with me, didn't you? I am not crazy. I saw a ugly thingy. Probably in this part of the base of the ship in this case. Okay. Search party. Continue. Okay, we found it. There we go. Nice. Move over there. It's coming. Shoot. No. First, kneel. Shoot. There we go. Didn't even touch us. That's what I like. Let's see. What do we have over here? One hyperfuel, a few meals, some fertilizer. You know what? It is a nice haul. So let's get all of that into our inventories. And then let's get out of here. Okay, so another area cleared. Time to move on. Let's stop over there. Still no resources for us. Okay, I'm going to stop over here, see what these guys have to trade. Maybe we can make a little bit of money. And given that this is a relatively safe area, I might even park in here for a little while I mine this and try to get that research done. So that we can finish this episode with at least another Keanu. No, this time is Madeline Clara. Okay, let's see if I can make a little bit of money before I go over there. What do you accept for a ton of money? Absolutely nothing. Well, and you have green crystals at least, so, you know. There is that, even though they are prohibitively expensive. Right now we are not going to do anything. I'm just going to mine those resources and maybe send someone to speak to Madeline before the end of the episode. However, I would still like to get that hyperdrive done. There's still a few resource points that we need. So let's see. Let's see if I can get that done at least. Okay, maybe I can't because they don't let me come inside. Or maybe they do. Maru! Okay, so the best Terran in the world just allowed us into his ship. Oh boy, I am excited. Let's get into Maru's ship and talk to Madeline. So, you find an interesting person in the corner of the room. She was actually asleep, but oh well. I haven't seen you around here. Introduce yourself. You talk for a long while, and that's how I escape. Do you want to join my crew? How much money? 6,000. I don't have. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Well, I know that's a little bit expensive, but oh well. Let's get back to the ship then and get out of here. Don't you love when you guys have nothing to do and still they want to research? Ain't that just a fantastic feel? Yeah, Karsten, thank you for your contribution of 1 skill point. Okay, so pretty much I've just been spending my time doing some entrepreneuring over here. I already got myself 2,000 credits from selling, you know, random stuff like meals and stuff like that. Buying low, selling high, right guys? Oh! Here we go, guys. We got the hyperdrive. Let me just do a quick thing before we go into the tech tier. Not that one. Here's this one. Just, you know, small details. Small details. Research. What is this? Oh, we got these couches. Those are nice, but we don't want that just yet. Because we have far more important things to do, like for example, the chemical refinery would be nice, because you get a lot of good stuff out of that. But I think we should continue focusing on weapons. We still have no way to defend ourselves, and that is a no-no for me. Weapons first, then we'll take care of everything else, like the robots. The robots would be nice, you know, the getting a fertilizer would be nice, getting tech blocks would be nice, but all of that can come later. Weapons first. But just so we can finish this episode with something really nice for ourselves, we already have the shields, and now we are gonna get the very first X1 hyperdrive. Let's see, how many can I fit in here? 2, 3. I can fit 3 hyperdrives in this place. I like it. What I don't like is the fact that I have 0 tech blocks. What happened in there? You go away. You go away. Let me see, how many tech blocks does this one use? Oh, just 1. I thought I had more tech blocks. What did I use them for? I think I know. You guys have tech blocks, by the way? By any chance? Do you guys have what I need? You don't. Obviously you don't. And unfortunately for us, the tech blocks are behind the advanced assembler, which is behind the optronics over here. This is really far away from... okay, we'll have to find a way, somehow. But hey, at least, guys, we have the parts available to us. Now we can finally do something about it. We can, you know, disassemble all of our hyperdrives and turn it into X1s. That's something that we can do. You know, have one X1 on each side of the ship for now, and then expand as we have more resources available to us. I mean, there is a lot of things that we can do, but now that I think about it, okay guys, I know that this is a completely 180 from everything that I just said in this episode, but here's the thing. I'm pretty sure weapons are gonna use tech blocks as well. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, in a sense, there is no point in unlocking this tech before we have the ability of making more. So you know what, guys? This will have to be done. Optronics is coming up next, and after that, the advanced assembler. Only then will we be able to craft the blocks that we need to make these weapons over here. So that is going to be it for this episode, guys. In the next episode we are going to continue our journey throughout the galaxy, hopefully now with more engines. More engines, more capacity, more travel distance, more everything. Slowly but steadily, this ship is turning out to be something really nice. But with all of that said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is Agaist Manager signing out. Bye bye!